From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Well, as we roll on to the start of a new month, AccuWeather meteorologists are monitoring the southwestern Atlantic and the northern Gulf for possible tropical development during the first week of July. Clusters of thunderstorms are expected to develop along the tail end of a front that will stall near the southern Atlantic coast in a few days. The storms could consolidate into an area of low pressure that, given the warm ocean waters, has a chance to become a tropical or subtropical storm. As a massive heat dome builds over the Midwest next week, a clockwise flow around the area of high pressure will steer clusters of thunderstorms along its edges. Storms will move northeastward from the Rockies into the northern plains before turning southeastward near the Great Lakes. Farther south, thunderstorm clusters will instead drift from east to west, opposite the more typical west to east pattern. Any tropical system or less organized thunderstorm cluster that moves ashore in Georgia or northern Florida would likely see development stall. However, if the low-pressure area continues to drift westward along the northern Gulf Coast, it could encounter another opportunity to strengthen. Multiple thunderstorm clusters may follow this westward path from the southern Atlantic coast into the Gulf. Close proximity to land and strong northeasterly wind shear would limit their chances of organizing. Even if none of the clusters become tropical depressions or storms, periods of heavy rain and gusty thunderstorms are likely next week, from the Carolinas through Georgia and Florida through Louisiana and Texas, while areas farther north continue to swelter beneath the heat dome. Swimmers and boaters should be alert for locally rough surf, choppy seas, and dangerous lightning. Even if it's dry at the beach, the weather pattern could raise the risk of dangerous rip currents. The setup will resemble the westward movement of tropical waves that typically travel from Africa across the tropical Atlantic toward the Caribbean during the peak of hurricane season. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com, and for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy your weekend, stay weather aware, and I'll be back on Monday with more from AccuWeather.